Rumorville, who are the Browns going to sign at quarterback? It's all over the place. Let's talk about it. First up to bat, or first up to snap, I should say, Kirk Cousins, come on down to Cleveland. That's been the Rumorville for a while now, ever since Deshaun Watson went down with that gruesome Achilles injury and then injured it again. He's not playing this season. He'll probably never play another down for the Browns. But Kirk Cousins is still an Atlanta Falcon. And Atlanta has a decision to make. They have until March 16th to go, hey, are we going to pay you $10 million or are we going to let you go? Browns did acquire Kenny Pickett earlier this week, but he was not acquired to be the Browns starting quarterback. He was acquired to be, hey, a backup quarterback, maybe a future project. Who knows? But he is not the answer for this season. So, who is the answer for this season? That's what we are here to talk about. Kirk Cousins last season, he wasn't very impressive, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, people watching the video. Thank you, first of all. 3,508 yards, 18 touchdowns, 16 interceptions before he was benched for rookie sensation Michael Penix. I may not call him a sensation, but at least he was a rookie from the Washington Huskies. The good thing about Kirk Cousins is him and Kevin Stefanski have a really good relationship. Going back to their Minnesota days, you could say that they're a match made in heaven if you want to go back to the Minnesota days. When Kevin Stefanski was the head coach or the offensive coordinators in their 2 seasons together, Kirk Cousins at least had 3,600 yards and 26 touchdowns, and his passer rating was a 99.7 and 107.4 respectively. With those numbers right there, if you're Browns fans, you gotta think, well, maybe, just maybe, Kirk Cousins could dust off that play under Kevin Stefanski's offense. Here's the bad thing about Kirk Cousins. He's coming off an Achilles injury. He played decent during the first half of the season with the Atlanta Falcons, but as the season went on, he was absolutely pathetic. Now, you could say he just had a bad season. Let's not write him off. He's coming off an injury. Maybe this season coming up, he will be himself again. You could say, let's not be hypocrites, Browns fans, because we love Nick Chubb. And we would say he had a down season. He was injured. That's not Nick Chubb. So you could make that defense for Kirk Cousins. It was a bad season. Don't you dare write him off if you want to make that argument for Kirk Cousins, if you're in that camp. So should the Browns reunite Kevin Stefanski and Kirk Cousins and make them one again? But that is not the only quarterback that is rumored that the Browns are looking at to be that quarterback this year. Russell Wilson has just came on down and put his name on the list. He is visiting the Cleveland Browns Thursday along with the New York Giants, I believe, and he's put his name in the hat. The Pittsburgh Steelers has not signed him yet. They're looking at Aaron Rodgers as a possibility. And we all know Russell Wilson's resume. Super Bowl winner when they beat the Denver Broncos. Should be a 2-time Super Bowl champion. But we all know Pete Carroll just did not run Marshawn Lynch. But Russell Wilson is not looking to retire. Supposedly, he wants to play another 5 to 7 years. He feels like he has a lot left in the tank and a lot left to give the game. So he's looking to be a starting quarterback, and he could come in and fill the void for the Cleveland Browns. So this is another option the Browns can go if the Atlanta Falcons decide, you know what, we are going to pay that $10 million for Kirk Cousins, and we're not getting rid of him. We're going to keep him on the roster. Or maybe, just maybe, the Browns don't want to take a risk on Kirk Cousins' injuries to that Achilles, or maybe they just think he doesn't have it anymore. But you can make an argument Russell Wilson doesn't have it anymore either. Let's take a look at Russell Wilson from last year, shall we? Russell Wilson, he started off hot last year, hot like a firecracker. If you don't believe firecrackers are hot, try one tomorrow. Put your hand right there. Okay, what am I talking about? But I'm going to give you his exact numbers last year. His first 7 games, he averaged 28 points, 372 yards a game. 28 points, 372 yards a game. That's amazing. But there was a downfall. In his final 5 games, all losses. 14 points, 263 yards. In 11 outings, he threw for 2,482 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he was sacked 33 times. So he gave you a mixed bag. In the beginning, he was hot, and at the end, he was absolutely putrid. And if you watch those games, some of them I got to see, some of them I didn't. He had some boneheaded plays, some fumbles in the red zone. He's lost some of that mobility that he was known for in Seattle that you loved. In the Broncos career, yeah, he did play for the Broncos that, we like to forget. His second year was a lot better than his first year. Everybody wants to forget his first year because it wasn't good. The upside to Russell Wilson, if we want to make an argument for Russell Wilson, is that him and Jerry Jeudy have some rapport. They were together in Denver. So they will reunited, and it feels so good. Sing it. So they do have that. So who knows what the Browns are going to do at the quarterback situation. But if they do take Russell Wilson, or they do take Kirk Cousins, I do believe they will not take a quarterback with that number 2 overall pick. And then that opens up the floodgates of what they should do with that number 2 overall pick. So the question to you, ladies and gentlemen, who would you rather have? Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson? Me personally, neither. I want a quarterback at number 2. But it doesn't matter about me. It's what matters to you. So you let me know in the comment section if you've lasted this long. Hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Gets it in the algorithm. And in the comment section, let me know, who would you rather have? Cousins or Wilson? Or neither, like me. And at the end of your comment, hashtag Cousins Wilson. That lets me know you've been here the whole time. And I appreciate every single one of you. At the end of the day, it's all love. Peace.